If Martin Luther was living, he wouldn't let it be no skinhead, deadhead, everybody. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. Boom, 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 boom. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. Boom, 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 boom. As some of you may know, TikTok has a community that has just been created, and it is referred to as TikTok University, Hillman Talk, or Hillman University. This beautiful community has been started by Dr. Barlow, who accidentally posted a video to TikTok publicly that was originally intended for her class of about 35 students or so, which led other professors to start their own free courses on TikTok.
Can we talk about the fact that they don't want to give us free higher level education, college and university, but by a mistake video by Dr. Barlow, thank you so much, all of a sudden we have all this free education by all these doctorate level real professors that are taking time out of their day, free time, to give us free education. Like, this could really be a real thing. Like, we could really have free high level education. They just don't want to give it to us. And it's just this simple. A small video has now got doctorate level professors out there giving us all this free education. Like, this is crazy.
While working on this video, at some point I did become nervous about the aspect that this could possibly get derailed just by the type of attention it was getting. Because we all know when something as good as this happens, there are always going to be a group of people who don't wish to see it succeed.
What we're witnessing right now with Hillman Talk University, TikTok University, we are literally in the beginning stages of history.
Black women are the most educated in this country, hands down. To the extent that a Black woman got on this app talking to her 35 students about her introduction to African American studies. And Black women all across this app was like, oh, okay, and where's the syllabus? And what else do I need to do? I mean, we unilaterally all accepted the fact that we are currently enrolled in spring 2025 African American studies. We ain't asked no questions. We just started taking notes. And then other Black women were like, that's a good idea. I'm also going to start teaching a class. There's like 35 professors right now teaching class on TikTok University. When I tell you I love us for real, Black women, I love you down. Now, this weekend, I will be giving my review on everything I listed from the study guide, since we don't have Blackboard and we still got to post our discussions. We get A's over here. Now, if you need the study guide, I made a playlist to keep up with everything. It's called African American Studies. We're going to learn you something today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Introduction to African American Studies for the spring semester. My name is Dr. Leah Barlow. It is cold outside, but I really wanted to quickly get on and just show my face, introduce myself, share a little bit about me and the course. I have your homework being due tomorrow and whatever else I post over the remaining of the semester. So, a couple things you should know about this semester. Number one, the way that I teach this class is a little different than some of the other professors, because I do teach this class backwards, chronologically in time. So, for example, this coming week we'll be looking at Donald Glover's This Is America, the music video, and analyzing the lyrics of the song. And we go backwards like that until the very end of the semester, where we get to talking about Mansa Musa, Timbuktu, Muslims in West Africa, etc., etc. Okay, so just keep that in mind. As I mentioned at the end of the announcement, your grade is made up of discussion board posts, quizzes, a midterm, and your final. So kind of the normal thing. Your discussion board post, I will tell you right now, can make or break your grade. If you do not do the discussion board post, or you write something that's incoherent, it doesn't have to be, all the way super deep. Like I said, I'm not a writing teacher or English teacher. I'm your African American Studies, your Black Studies professor. But if you write something that's off or weird or indecipherable, okay, that can mess with your grade. So please make sure that you pay attention to those discussion board posts. The quizzes, we don't have a quiz on everything we read, but the things that we do have a quiz on are going to show up on the final, and similar questions show up on the final. So please be mindful of that as you're taking the quizzes. Anything else? Oh, a little bit about me. So my bachelor's is in English. I got my bachelor's from Hampton. My master's is in English. I got that from Georgetown. My PhD is in African Studies, Black Studies. I got that from the University of Pennsylvania. So this is what I do. This is what I speak on in conferences. Black Studies is eat, breathe, drink. Okay, this is my whole thing. And so the things that I'm giving you to read are not things that I'm recycling from every semester necessarily. These are things that I find interesting and deeply invested in. So I want to make sure that you know that, because sometimes I think, everybody's not always invested the same. And I'll leave that at that. Okay. And then the last thing I wanted to say, I do respond to emails very quickly. Course messages, or the messages on Blackboard, I'm not going to see that until later. But emails I do respond to unless I'm at a conference. If I'm away at a conference, I normally will let you all know, so that you know that, hey, I'm not ignoring you, but I am somewhere being an academic, right? Speaking, being a scholar, all that kind of stuff. And so that's why I'm not getting to my email. Is that it? Yes, that's it. It's freezing cold. Like I said, reach out to me if you need any help with anything. Thank you all so much, and I hope you have a great semester. All right, bye, y'all.
For those of you who don't know what shadow banning is when a social media platform or online forum limits a user's content without notifying the user. It's essentially a way to hide a user's content from other people without making it obvious that the user has been blocked. And this is a fairly common thing on TikTok. This is not the first instance of me hearing of someone being shadow banned, especially when it comes to certain topics that may be considered more liberal, like free education. What do you freaking do? We can't have them out here reading and writing and spreading awareness and information. We in the jail. So let me just give you a little rundown on this whole situation and what's been going on. So here are my little notes so far. The official TikTok page for Hillman University was hacked. So that's fun. A new page was then created. There is also a separate website now, separate from TikTok, where the classes are listed. Where the classes are listed, still for free, by the way. Someone tried to trademark the name Hillman University. I haven't seen any update on that other than people discussing it or pointing out the fact that the movement is important and powerful regardless of its name. The movement should not be stopped. The community/movement has been shadow banned, unfortunately, which explains why there's been a decrease of its appearance on my For You page, which is very interesting considering the fact that TikTok has a very good algorithm. So when you interact with certain posts or look up certain things, you're more likely to see it. And I literally have been doing research on it for this very video. So I should be seeing an influx, not a decrease. Then I happened to come across this video on my For You page talking about the shadow banning. I was going to insert this video into my video just on its own. But upon scrolling to the very next video, it was a parody of the Anijah lady. And I was like, oh, wow, this is exactly what they were talking about.
Together at one time. That's why they had to remove it from your FYP and replace it with a black woman that's in Pakistan during Black History Month. Holla. Simply because they cannot allow the world to understand that black people are not a monolith. Hello? But to remind them, don't forget that they are the troublemakers. So all I would say is pay attention. Everybody doing it out in the open these days. It seems.
Am I America's sister?
Listen,
Okay.
listen, I'm from Philly, okay?
Okay.
Respect to the law.
Okay.
Respect for the law.
Okay.
Respect to her law.
Okay.
Update on American woman in Pakistan.
You want to go back to your country?
It's private, but no, I do not. I'm from Pakistan now.
How Pakistan helped and take.
Always be observant and aware of the world around you. This year has been off to an eventful start, and it's only February. Long story short, knowledge is power. Don't let them stop you from getting your education. And happy Black History Month! I hope that wasn't too high pitched. I don't want to hurt your ears. And then I heard this agitating noise. Someone tried to trademark the name for Hillman University. Oh my goodness! Anytime a movement is gaining traction, there's always some type of distraction to take from it. And this is my passion. I said lights, cameras, action. Let me stop.